Welcome to Literature by Arika. Today I'll start with another poem by Emily Dickinson named I Taste Liquor Never Brewed. I'll start with the poem first, then I'll move further. Okay, and the poem starts like I taste a liquor never brewed from the tanker scooped in pearl. Not all the Frankfurt berries yield such an alcohol. Inebriate of air am I, and debauch of dew, reeling through endless summer days from inns of molten blue, when landlords turn the drunken bee out of the foxglove's door, when butterflies renounce their dramas, I shall but drink the more, till seraphs swing their snowy hats and saints to windows run, to see the little tripper leaning against the sun. I'll start with the writer's introduction, but I have mentioned in my earlier poem by Emily Dickinson, and I'll be mentioning the link in my bio. You can have a look and check the writer's introduction. Okay, I'll start with the poem's introduction now. It's a lyrical poem, first published in 1861, although titled The May Wine by Republican. Republican is was a magazine at that time, and in that it was named the May Wine. And Dickinson never titled the poem, so it is commonly referred by the first line of the poem. The poem celebrates Dickinson's intoxication with life in an ironic and transformative manner. Okay, I'll start with the summary of poem now. The speaker in the poem is describing a mystical state that she experienced through her soul awareness. The state is so overwhelmingly uplifting that she feels as if she has become intoxicated by drinking the alcohol. But there's a vast difference between spiritual intoxication of drinking and in inebriating. Here, inebriating means getting drunk, but she is not mentioning getting drunk like literally, but the spiritual intoxication, the spiritual drinking she is having. Okay, the she likens the experience to be drunk, but the liquor is not brewed. Brewed here means fermentation. In other words, her intoxication is not caused by physical ingestion of her drink, like I mentioned earlier, that she doesn't mean the literal drinking, but the spiritual drinking she is having, experiencing, and the experience she has is from the soul or spiritual level of being, which is ineffable and cannot be described exactly in words, but can only be experienced. And here ineffable means incapable of being expressed in words. She is not able to express in the words how overwhelming or how spiritually she is high. Okay, so when she claims that the tankards scooped in pearl, she places them outside physical reality, just as she has done when she said she takes the liquor never brewed. Even though her state of mind is ineffable, she continues to dramatize the feeling by continuing to liken it to natural experiences. Thus, she claims she is simply drunk in air, and merely breathing makes her feel inebriate, and the dew makes her feel drunk. Like from the starting of the poem, she is mentioning that she is very much intoxicated and very high on spiritual, the spiritual intoxication she is having, and the endless summer days makes her feel as though she has been imbibing inns of molten blue, as if it's the sky was one huge tower from which the liquor flowed, and she had drank a fill. She goes reeling from the intoxication through those endless summer days. Next, the speaker lightens the bees and butterflies to flower drinker whom she will outdrink. Okay, to the words I have mentioned it in inverted commas. They are from the line, they are from the lines from the poem itself. Okay, that's how I have explained. After the flower from which the bee is imbibing closes up and the bee has to leave or get trapped after the butterfly have had their fill of securing nectar from flower, the speaker will be continuing drinking her soul intoxication because it is metaphysical, therefore has no limit in drinking. In the third stanza, the speaker reveals when she will have to stop drinking her special intoxic beverage, and that time is never. Now she is trying to say that no matter how much drinking is taken as a bad thing, but she's not talking about the literal drinking, yet her drink will never be stopped at it is intoxicate beverage for her. The last line in the third stanza proclaimed, I shall but drink the more. Although the sentence seemed to end, yet the idea continues in the next stanza with till. She shall continue until the highest order angel remove their snowy hats and saints hurry to the window to watch her leaning against the sun, but these events will never take place. As seraphs do not want hats and saints would hardly be interested in peeking through their windows to observe a little tripler. Here she is talking about herself, that she is intoxicated by the air or the drink she is having, and she is calling herself a little tripler. Okay, lastly, the speaker doesn't want to stop her drinking as the spiritual alcohol heals her. Now that's how the poem ends, that she's talking about all the intoxication she's having. She's liking the liquor which is not brewed, but she's liking the spiritual intoxication she's having, the entire poem. Okay, and the poem is written in a ballad meter with iambic lines. Okay, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section below. Till then, like, subscribe and share to my channel, Literature by Arika. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you.